Greetings, everyone. Hi, it's me, Miss Blue, the Oracle. Now, as you know, we are about to dive into Planet Remix. And as we get ready to get into the cipher, I do want to let you know that it is Planet Remix, and a lot of times we cover adult content. So at this time, if you have anyone who's a minor, I would suggest that you put your headset on or get yourself in a place where you can enjoy your time on Planet Remix. But until then, put the babies out, do what you need to do so we can be responsible while knowing our magic. This show, this information, we dive into a lot of things that are adult content. And so therefore, if you are a minor, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, and I definitely want you to get your parent or your guardian's consent before diving into the remix. Well, enjoy. Enjoy the share. Yeah, and keep knowing your magic. We just gotta be responsible while growing up on planet Earth. How we feeling, soul family? Peace and greetings, everyone. Welcome on in to Planet Remix Radio. So good to have everyone join us. Yeah, so come on in, get yourself nice and situated. We're going to get ready to dive in. It's Friday. It's Friday, Planet Remix. How we feeling? How's everybody doing? I see you all packing the house. And yeah, we got some things that we're going to be talking about. I'll be taking your calls as well. So definitely you want to get on the phone lines. Yeah, so good to see everyone in the house. Oh my goodness. Welcome on in. Wow. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm good to know that you guys are feeling great. You are feeling powerful. So good to see the beautiful people in the building, in the place to be. Are we feeling all of this cosmic energy that is just coming out of the atmosphere? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There is a cosmic blast going on, and it is exposing the genius. Oh yeah. It's exposing the genius. Whew, my goodness. Yeah. Peace and greetings, everyone. Wow, welcome on into Planet Remix. I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I want to welcome you all in to Planet Remix. And thank you all for joining me here. Of course, this is a different time that you're joining me, but that's okay. It's time to mix things up a little bit. It's time to remix things, which we've been doing here for quite a while. So how's everybody feeling? How are we all doing? And straight out the box, I want to kind of give out some information. I'm going to give some shots out, of course, and definitely let you know how you can tune in if you want to come on over and join us. It's a little, I don't know, it's like a Freaky Friday almost doing the remix. I have the cosmic sky here in my studio, but yet I have the blinds open and I still can see the sunlight. So it's like having the best of both worlds and being able to be right here in this spot connecting with all of you. So I'm kind of happy. I don't know about you guys. I'm really feeling this time change. I really think we should keep it like this all the time. But what do I know? What do I know? You let me know how you feel about that time change thing. Anyway, you let me know. And it's more from energetic perspective, just to be able to still see so much sunlight. I mean, after all, we are energetic cosmic beings. And we really are sun people. We need the sunlight. We need these frequencies. And yes, we do need the energy of the moon. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. I'm really feeling this energy here. But welcome on in. My goodness, what a week. What a week. And I want to talk about this week. And I also want to talk to you all, but I do want to remind you, today is actually the last day to sign up for, this is the last day to sign up for, wait for it, Galactic Frequency Course.
the Galactic Frequency course. This is the last day. In fact, those who are already, which many of you subscribe, and yes, I have gotten all of your emails. I didn't get a chance to respond to everyone yet, but we actually had a cosmic class this very first week. And you guys are having breakthroughs already just with some of the magic, some of the digital magic that I sent you and those frequencies. And you're already getting yourself in perfect alignment to do this work over the course of the next 3 weeks. Whew, oh my goodness. Of really tapping into that energy of the galactic frequencies. So I just want to welcome you on in. And I also want to let you know if you are still, because I'm getting quite a few emails. And so I haven't been able to respond to them all. But I do want you to know that the link, we'll put the link, and I'm sure we have our moderators in the house. Shouts out to the brother Lance, shouts out to Lola Falana, and shouts out to brother Dante. As well. But I do want to let you all know that the moderators are in the building and they will be putting that link up for the Galactic Frequency class. And they'll be able to get that. They'll be able to have that as well. They'll be able to have that number, have that information for you. So if you want to check it out and you want to get some more details, if you're interested in really learning how to raise your frequency for healing, for health, and this is really what I like to call phase 1 of being able to do this. And there'll be many more classes that build upon this, as well as other classes too. But now more than ever, we definitely need to understand about the technology. Speaking of which, can we just go ahead and give a big shout out for Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius? Yeah, we need to give a big sign for that because, there is no one who is still in the physical body on this planet that was alive the last time this happened. No one. So this is kind of that new that is here. Now, granted, you might have reincarnated and came back pretty quick, but you weren't in this body. You weren't in this time, the last time that we experienced this. This is the first time in this life that we have actually experienced this frequency. And the beautiful thing about it, the records are open. The Akashic records are open. And history does not have to repeat itself. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that. Initially, when I was looking at all of this movement, of course, we got Saturn moving into the sign of Pisces, and now we have Pluto moving into the sign of Aquarius. And it really sort of gave me this overall feeling that somehow the power was going back to the people. That the people would now have the power. And that was a conclusion that I came to based on what I researched, because this is actually the Pluto return for America and the Western world. And so that whole energy, what so many astrologers were talking about and how they came to that conclusion about the power going back to the people was because of this Pluto return energy. And so it was true that the power did go back to the people. But if you are a part of the African diaspora, the power did not go back to the people. So we have to really look at things in more of a holistic way. And we have to really, really understand history. And we have to understand it from many perspectives and points of view, but then more importantly, we have to understand it from higher consciousness that would really serve us better. So I don't feel two things. One, I don't feel we have moved into the age of Aquarius. I really don't. I feel we are on our way there, but I really don't feel like we're in the age of Aquarius. I feel like we're still more in this spiritual sort of evolution of becoming and understanding the world in a totally different way. And as far as the power being back in the hands of the people, on one aspect, I really do understand that. I feel like so many of us have been empowering ourselves on this journey for quite a while. So in some instances, the power has definitely been in the hands of some people. But when we talk about power, I'm not talking about greed, and I'm not talking about the top, the top to the bottom. I'm not talking just teachers and students or leaders and sheeps. I'm talking about the soul collective of those beings on the planet who really can begin to understand that there is power in individuality. There is power in uniqueness, but there is power to build as a collective and to recognize that every single one of us has the power that lives inside of us, that is empowering us to expose the genius that we all have. See, we cannot forget that there is something very, very unique about each and every single one of us. Something very unique and different that only you hold. It's if we were sitting down putting together pieces of a puzzle, and I'm looking at my puzzle forever trying to figure out where is this missing piece, but I haven't looked outside of myself. I have not looked to my brother. I have not looked to my sister. I have not looked to my neighbor. I have not looked to my family. I haven't looked to my children. I haven't looked to my loved ones. I haven't looked to the community at large to see how they can help me fulfill this holistic view of me being able to fully embody my genius with your genius and build something totally unique and divine and beautiful together. That is the message. After all the readings I've done this week, and that is the theme that is running through there, that, somehow we are on this quest of difference, and we're on this quest of wanting to accelerate ourselves and be teachers. And I really feel that we do not have enough of any of this going on the planet. 8 billion people. It's a whole lot of exposing that needs to happen. And Pluto, that's what Pluto likes to do. It likes to expose the unseen to the seen. But you take it how you get it. Some is going to take that and see that as merely a way to destroy themselves Others will see that as a way to empower themselves. Many of our systems need to be shifted, they need to be changed, and quite frankly, some of them need to be totally dismantled and rebuilt again with more of a collective perspective in mind. Truly built in a way that is sustainable. So, I'm excited. I'm excited. And by the way, genius itself, if we look at the etymology of this word, it's a Latin word that really means guardian, deity, or a spirit which watches over a person from birth, from spirit to incarnation. Like this is really, it is one who guides and one who governs a individual through life. This is what a genius is. And so I call on all of you on Planet Remix. Where are my geniuses at? And if you're going to be a genius, the number one first rule that my guides have shown to me is that you must be genuine, because you cannot be a genius if you are not genuine. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you're not genuine, you surely can't be a genius. So, I know that we have a house full of geniuses here. And for those of you who have been listening for a very, very long time, you will remember when I made a vow, I made an oath. And I made that oath to Planet Remix. But more before I made it to Planet Remix, I made that vow to myself. And that vow was that I would no longer speak to you. I would only speak to the genius inside of you. Now, those of you remember that. Those of you were here and you witnessed that in real time when I told you that, maybe 7, 8, 9, or even 10 years ago. I said, I refuse to talk to you anymore because it was so frustrating. And Spirit said, what are you doing? You cannot speak to them. You cannot speak to their minds. You must speak to the genius that lives inside of them. So I will share with you my understanding. And it's coming from a very, very aware place of learning. And this may be a ever-growing perspective. So if you will allow me, please, to just update you a little bit. This whole transit that we have right here with Pluto in Aquarius and Saturn in Pisces. But mainly, let's talk about Pluto in Aquarius, because once it makes its final, because it's going between Capricorn and it's coming into Aquarius, and it has some of its buddies that are hanging out with it. And for those of you who are in the astrology class, holla if you hear me, because they're going to be doing something so unique and so different. I promise you, you don't want to miss it when it goes down, and I will give you the details. But this is what I want to tell you. Pluto in Aquarius is going to be there for the next 20 years. Once it makes its final move for 20 years. 20 years. Think about it. Think about 20 years down the road. So these things that you're hearing, they are not absolute, and no one really understands what is going to be happening. And the reason they don't understand what's going to be happening because it's never happened before. But rest assured, if you've been a part of Planet Remix, then you already know what we have been pushing you towards, what we have been encouraging you to do, and we have been leading the pathway and telling you is that you must begin to write your records. You are writing the records. So what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're doing, what you're not doing, that is what's creating our tomorrow. And get this, if that wasn't enough pressure, not only are you creating the tomorrow for yourself, but you are putting your, how can I say, you are weaving the strings into the tapestry of our world. And so this is sort of your continent that you are responsible for pushing out into the world. You are doing it. We all hold a piece of this responsibility. But again, I digress, because self-love is the new shadow work. Self-love is the new shadow work. And quite frankly, some things don't need to be healed. They need to be destroyed. They need to be rebuilt. And you need to go into love, because light will trump all. Consciousness will trump all. Love rises above everything. Love is not an emotion. It doesn't even fall into the spectrum of emotion. That is not something that happens on a Wednesday or early Sunday morning or when you get ready to go to bed on Friday night. It is the Alpha and the Omega. It is the beginning and the end. So, yeah, that's how I'm vibing. But I'm really excited. I will tell you this. I am so super excited about the time that we're in now. Because this is the time of really the scribe. This is the time of learning. And I'm talking about real hands-on apprenticeship learning. Learning more about who you are. And if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, I cannot find my genius inside of me. I can't find the genius inside of me. Then you got to love yourself a little harder, because it will expose itself. It will take front and center. It will come to the surface. I don't need to teach you about trauma. I don't need to teach you about pain. I don't need to teach you about hurt. We understand that. Waste no more time in those areas. Waste no more time in those areas that's not serving you. You're only creating, what you're doing is you're sending a message to your subconscious to repattern yourself back with the pain you're attempting to get out of. We got well over 140 people in the Blue Room. I want to encourage you to hit the like button, especially if you really vibing with what we're talking about. Hit that like button so that our soul family can find us, and also so you can let me know, Ms.Blue, I feel you on this. I'm vibing with this. I understand what you're talking about. This is the same thing that I'm speaking to my people, to my tribe, to my family, to myself, to my friends. This is the same work that I'm helping people with. This is the same work that I'm doing with myself. I got you, Miss Blue. We right here. We right here. We riding these waves together. I understand this. I understand what you're saying. Or, Miss Blue, I don't understand what you're saying, but whatever you talking about, I want to know how I can empower myself to have these understandings. I want to know how I can empower myself so my children can have these understandings, so the people I work with can have these understandings, so I can pass this on in what I'm teaching. I can pass this on. I could share this with the next friend. I can share this with the person. So hit that like button. Hit that like button. Yeah. So welcome on in. So good to see everybody in the house. And thank you. Doreen says Saturn in Pisces and Pluto in Aquarius will transform all of us. And we're ready to do the work. That's right. If we're here, we are definitely ready to do the work. Because if you're not ready to do the work, hold on, buckle your seatbelts, kick off your shoes, lay yourself back, close your eyes, and hold on. Hold on. Because you don't have to do the work, but the work will do you. So you got a choice. Either you can empower yourself and do the work, or the work will do you. Hence, if nothing else moves you, there you go, cosmic love, life will. That's it. That's what that means, baby. If nothing else moves you, life will. So you either can recognize that I can move myself as a powerful, multidimensional, genius, loving, divine being. I can do it. Nobody got to tell me to love myself. Nobody got to tell me how to be genuine. No one's got to tell me how to do this. They may can help me do this. They may can show me some different ways to do this. But you ain't got to tell me to do this. I'm ready. And if I don't know how, I will not stop. I will not stop. I will not stop till I get it. I won't stop. There's some things right now I don't get. I don't understand. I don't know yet. But I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep asking questions. I'm going to keep looking around me. I'm going to keep learning. And I'm going to keep going. Nothing will make me stop loving. Nothing will make me stop loving you. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Because here's the deal. If you're doing that, you ain't got to worry about being grounded. Because you're going to be present. Because you can only do it in the moment. I don't think you get it. You can only do it in the moment. If you're doing it, you don't have to worry about a whole lot of things. It eliminates a lot. It will eliminate so much of the BS, so much of the outside noise. And let me speak about this because I've got a lot of emails of a lot of you experiencing a whole lot of things going on with your body. I would sing a song, but We don't sing them songs no more, but y'all know what I'm saying. But you do know the song, My Neck, My Back. Yeah, you know, some of you are really, really going through the motions. And you got a lot of things happening to you. We are moving very fast, and energy is moving very fast through us. And for those of us who have chosen to raise our awareness, those of us who have chosen our lives, you can feel it. It's a funky sensation. I mean, it's a very funky sensation. You know the song, Can You Feel It? Can you feel it? Yeah, it's a funky sensation. It's a very funky sensation. And you're feeling it in your body. Your organs are feeling it. Some of you are dealing with everything from blood pressure issues to issues with your digestive system, issues with headaches, issues with all kinds of things. And what I want to tell you, like I told you earlier, what you're feeling is real. But what is not real is who do you choose to turn this responsibility over to? Now, I'm not saying to you, if your arm is falling off, don't do something. But I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. Where do I need to slow down at? Where do I need to change things at? Where do I need to let something go? And where am I pushing myself too hard? Where am I doing it? Now, I know many of you understand astrology because we have had the pleasure and the honor of being able to learn from one of the greatest teachers in astrology, Brother Balah, who has really shared with us how the stars and the planets are not controlling us. We are not controlling them, but we are in a unified dance together. And that's important for you to know. That's important for some of you, for all of us to understand that. Because now more than ever, you're going to have to understand. So just as much as this alignment is impacting you, you are impacting this alignment. You have to learn how to listen when your body talks. Someone do me a favor. Tell me what card that is in the Kim deck. Let's see. Body talk. Your body is talking to you, and you must listen. You must listen. I told you all last year, 2023 is going to be an electrifying year. You can go back in the archives and listen to that show. I give you the whole breakdown of this is a electrifying year. And that's a lot of current. It's a lot of currency running through your body. And so you have to adjust. For some of you, that may mean taking an opportunity to eat some high vibrational food. For some of you, that may mean you need to eat a steak. I said it. You might need a steak. Some of you have been working out, lifting weights, and you've been getting it in. You might need to sit down and take a nap. You might need to. And for some of you who've been sitting down and ain't been doing shit, you might want to get up and start moving. So I don't want you to look at this because we have a tendency when we learn something. And my guides have always warned me about it and told me about it. We have a tendency to follow patterns of history. And then we say history repeats itself. It's going to be what it's going to be. No, you are making it what it is. And now we're starting to take some of these very ancient and holistic remedies, and we're starting to apply it like doctors in hospitals apply medication to everyone who exemplifies the same symptom. I know this is going to step on some toes, but everybody don't need to fast. Everyone doesn't, well, I digress. Everyone needs to fast. Let me change that. But everyone doesn't need to detox. Everyone doesn't need to go on the juice fast. Everyone doesn't need to be vegan. And everyone doesn't need to eat meat. You have to be able to listen to your body, and at different times it may call for different things. It's so critical. I'm seeing so many people who are doing healthy things that is destroying their bodies. They're destroying their bodies. Everyone is not supposed to look alike. I'm not supposed to look like you, and you are not supposed to look like me. And because you don't fit into someone else's matrix, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. And then we have to trust ourselves. We have to really trust ourselves in what we know. We cannot, this is not the time to push it. You know, salt and pepper, push it real good. This ain't the time to push it. Not like that. Not when it comes to your body. This isn't the time to push it. So make sure you're listening to your body. Make sure you're taking that time to rest. Do what's healthy for you. Slow it down a little bit when you need to slow down. But one of the things that we must do at this time that we could actually, get some big return on this investment is to stay focused. You need to have some goals at this time. If you ain't got some goals right now, you ain't got an aim you working for, listen, get you one. Get you a real one. And step by step, be the student. Invest in yourself. Invest in your craft. Recognize that you can create. You can create. You can reach these goals. And some of them may take a little longer than going viral on TikTok or social media. Some of them may start out very slow, but don't give up on the dream. If it's not working, then you have to find another way. Maybe you need to study a little bit more. Maybe you need to learn a little bit more. Or maybe you need to digress and take a step back and make sure this is really your dream and you ain't out here hijacking somebody else's shit because you think it's easy. Or you think it looks good. Make sure that's not what you're doing. Because another thing that's really coming in with this energy, Saturn wants to see who you really are, your uniqueness. What's different about you? What's different? Where is that light? Where is that internal essence? That's you. And unfortunately, it's not built off of dialect. Unfortunately, it's not built on the way you sway your hips or the way that you pop your lips or the way that you wear your hair or the food that you eat. Those are not things that make you different. See, all of these things that we're looking for on the outside is really an internal job. that is locked away in your heart. And the only way to get into those chambers is through the chamber of self-love, self-worth, and self-empowerment. And you have to do the work to unlock that. No one's going to come up to you and give you a key. And if they did and you opened it up, be very afraid of where the hell you finna walk into. You have to do the work. We're here to assist each other. We're here to help guide each other. That's what geniuses do. We're here to pass on things to each other. This is what the genius does. But what the genius often does in the beginning, it starts with being very genuine about where you are, what you're doing, and who you are. And your intentions are pure. It's your best protection from everything. Best protection from chemtrails, from poison on food, from, being deceived or deceptive or getting getting caught up in bad deals or having sort of negative things that happen to you. Your best protection is being genuine. Having good intentions for yourself and others around you. And taking responsibility for your actions. And I get it. We're all here growing up on planet Earth and don't no one have it figured out. And I'm certainly not going to tell you Ms.Blue got all this shit figured out because I don't. And I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I'm able to still learn. I'm glad I'm able to still discover something and be in total awe. I am glad that I get beautiful surprises. And I'm glad that I'm able to sit here and share these things with you. And I know some of you, you may not want to admit it, but your life is a total mess. And some of you have made a freaking mess of your life. A mess, just a mess. But here's something I learned a long time ago when I had made a mess. Messes and people who make messes or are in mess have the opportunity to turn into a messenger. So if anyone is before you and they are sharing anything with you in the capacity of being a teacher, of being a genius, and being any of that, then you know that at one time they was a mess, and I'm quite sure they caused the mess, and now they have turned it all into becoming a messenger. You don't have to sit in a mess. You don't have to keep being a mess, and you sure don't have to keep messing things up. See, this is the pattern. This is what the mind and the ego wants you to believe, that you will be a mess and you will continue to mess shit up. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can take that and you can turn that so you can become the messenger. But here's the key. You are the messenger for yourself, because when you're speaking, when you're teaching, this is why you gotta watch your mouth. You talking to yourself. Everybody is talking to themselves. So when you listening to somebody, I want you to flip that shit and listen as if they were talking to themselves. And then tell me, you want to keep listening to them? You want to keep listening to what they telling you? You think what they telling you is good? You think they living by what they tell you? Look at their actions. Look how they carry themselves. Look at when they back is up against the wall. What do? Can they make the decision that is in the highest good, not just for themselves, but for everything that they stand for? Can you stand on your square? Can you keep your ass in a circle? Can you turn around, jump down, and pick it back up again and keep going? Can you do it? Or do you float off into the ethers, erase everything of the past, and start all over with a new name, a new theme, a new scene? Every 30 days, we on to the next one. Consistency holds power. Are you consistent about what you say you are about? Now, I'll give a little wiggle room there because some of us are still trying to figure it out. So we're going from this to that, to this to that, this to that, because we're trying to see if the block is hot. Is the block hot? Let me see if the block is hot over here. I'm going to try this. If that's not hot, let me see if the block is hot. Is the block over here hot? No, that ain't hot. Let me go over here and see if the block is hot. Because I'm just trying to get on where the block is hot. When all along, the genuine genius inside of you is saying you're wasting your time. Because the genius is here. And you ain't got to do all of that. You ain't got to do the most. You ain't got to be the most. You ain't got to do all of that. The genius is here. The genius. And the genius is ready to show up. So if you only let the genius out on holidays, when the rent is due, when you got to link up with your baby daddy or your baby mama, when it's time for you to get paid, when you get fired, when you get sick, when you're about to get evicted, when you're about to lose your car, when you got to move in with your relatives, when you're broke, when your bank account ain't doing what it's supposed to do, when that man, when that woman ain't giving what they need to give, when you not feeling love, if that's the only time the genius comes out, then I will tell you this with love. You simply got to do better because the genius doesn't rely on anything external to come out. It simply is waiting on you to request for the genius to take over. That's it. That's it. It's just waiting on you. That's it. It's waiting on you to move to the side and let the genius step out. Oh, and by the way, just in case some of you didn't catch it, the genius doesn't mean you know everything. You know, that's a smart ass. And no one loves a smart ass. No one. Yeah, no one loves a smart ass. So anywho, how we feeling, soul family? How we doing? We're going to get ready to get to these phone lines. It's like 177 of you live right now. I guess we loving this time. We're loving this time. I want to welcome you all in. I want to give a big shout out to everyone in the Blue Room. Let me go ahead and we're going to do some shouts out in the Blue Room. And also, I want to say this. I want to give a round of applause. I don't know if I did it before, but we're going to do it now. A big round of applause for everyone who attended Planet Remix very first book club meetup. Yes, we were in that cosmic book club lounge and had a beautiful, amazing conversation. We talked about the chapters, talked about how we were feeling, how we were doing with diving in deep to the book deep. And it was amazing. And we are going to be having the second meetup. I will give more time, but remember, I told you all check your emails. Check your email. Check your emails that you signed up with the book club, because that's where the email will come. This time we didn't have that much notice, but we will. We will next time. I'll give you more notice. But I made a promise that before the equinox that we would have the book club meetup. And we did. And it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I want to say thank you to everyone who participated and came to the book club meetup. So want to get that out the way. Also want to do this. I want to ring the bell for self-invested and for everyone who is self-invested. Shouts out to the Wednesday self-invested class. We had an amazing, wonderful class, as well as also shouts out to the astrology class, which reminds me, for the self-invested astrology class, we will be coming on. We're going to be doing something very special. We're going to be doing it in Astro Magic. And for those of you who do not know, Astro Magic is a room that we have over on Clubhouse. And we're going to have something coming up very, very soon where some of the students from the self-invested astrology class is going to be giving out specific readings. And these are going to be some things that you really based on some unique markings inside your astrology chart. They're going to be able to take a look at some of these unique markings to really give you some themes, right? They're going to be able to give you some themes and some areas of your life you can take a look at and work with that will last you from now till up to the next 20 plus years. Dun, 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 dun. That's going to be super exciting. So we're excited about that. So I want to give a big shout out to everyone in the self-invested astrology class because they are putting in the work and doing amazing work. And many of them are giving readings to many of you now in the class as well. So we could not be more proud and more honored for each and every single one of them in the astrology class. And they're doing such an amazing job, just such amazing work. Let me say that. And then also, I want to give a big shout out to all of our international listeners out there. I definitely want to go and give some shouts out to our very special international listeners, especially in the top, what is this? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our top 5 countries where we are trending. Number 1, we are trending in South Korea. So I want to give a big shout out to our international family in South Korea. Thailand, we're also trending in Thailand. So big shout out to Thailand, as well as Mongolia. That's an interesting place. We actually are trending in Mongolia. We are number 4 in the category of spirituality. 41 in, Mongolia in spirituality. And then in Cambodia, we are actually the number 6 podcast on Apple Podcasts in Cambodia. So I want to give them a big shout out. The other place that we are actually trending is in Japan. So I want to give Japan a very big shout out from listening. A lot of the countries from the East. And then also we are trending in Angola. Did I say that right? Angolia. Angolia. Yeah, Anguilla. We are trending there. Our podcast is number 13 in that whole country. So big shout out to them. We're also trending in Spain. So shouts out to Spain, listening into Planet Remix. So we have so many countries, of course, with all the other countries. Shouts out to the UK, Canada, all of the countries around the world, the Middle East, shouts out to Switzerland, the Netherlands, listening in Germany, listening live. We have Italy listening live, Jamaica listening live, and the Cayman Islands listening live. Like we very much international. I used to go down and give the list every single time, but I definitely love you all. We thank you so much for being a part of Planet Remix and parts of South Africa listening in. So we love that as well. And Nigeria listening in. So shouts out to all of the countries and including our biggest audience, of course, the United States of America listening in, including Alaska and Hawaii. I love that. For us listening in, shout out to all of you and all of you from all around. So we sometimes get a little comfortable with our little Get Fresh crew that's in the Blue Room, all the magic makers and the stars. But I know once this radio show turns into a podcast, it goes out all across the world and people are listening from all corners of the world. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Yeah, I'm very, very grateful for that. And for each and every single one of you, because that is because of all of us listening in and really connecting and staying connecting with one another. And it really is a beautiful thing. I also want to do this. Listen, you guys, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Let me tell you why. I was supposed to be offering a birthday gift to one of Planet Remix young, beautiful magic makers, and I kind of fumbled the ball. I think I called the wrong number at first. It was supposed to be a surprise. And then I called back and I wasn't able to get through. I left a message. And so I want to say happy born day to everybody celebrating a born day, a birthday in the last couple of weeks. Know that I am definitely always sending you so many shots out and so much love, but I also want to send a very, very special shout out to, let me get it. I want to send a very, very special shout out to Jada. And Jada is celebrating her sweet 16, or she was celebrating her sweet 16. I love you so much, and I'm definitely still going to get up with you and want to send you some beautiful birthday shouts out. Yeah, so everybody celebrating a born day, a birthday, at this particular time. Just want to send you so much love. We are officially in Aries season, which is so interesting. This whole Aries season, it's the start of what we call the zodiacal year, or this energy of the zodiacal year at this time. So, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. Da 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 da. So I'm ready to have some fun. I definitely want to get to the phone lines. 515-605-9794 is the number to call. Definitely call that number. International callers, you know what to do. You have to dial the U.S. country code and then dial 515-605-9794. 94. And that's going to get you locked in. Press 1 once you get on the phone lines because that lets me know that you want to talk to me. As well as you can come over to blogtalkradio.com/the remix, all one word, and you can direct connect and connect from via the internet. And then also, what am I saying? Big shout out to all the divine priestess in the building. Can't forget the priestess doing some big things. Listen at me when I tell you, priestess Nadra or the House of Nadra. I know she has a fashion show or fashion week coming up. She's always creating some magic and doing some magic. And then shouts out to all the divine priestess in the building. I know they are always, really, really just doing some amazing, amazing work. I want to do that. I have sort of a giveaway, something I want to gift, and I hope you all will help me in celebrating because I do want to let our moderators, Lola Falana, Dante, and Lance know that I am so grateful for you three stepping up, asking to be moderators and coming in the room and moderating. And maybe I'll wait. But just know, I need y'all to reach out to me. I got something for you. I was going to do it for the Well, we're all family. I'm going to do it here. But you three are my invited guests for the 4-week Galactic Frequency Workshop. So that is my thank you to you for taking the time to come in the chat and to moderate. So if you are interested and if you want to be a part, you will be my very special guest in the Galactic Frequency Workshop. So send me an email and I definitely will get you all going on that. But I wanted to give you that special gift. I was going to email you, but time just keeps on ticking into the future. And I didn't want to be in another dimension and then forget about it. But I want to send you so much love because I think you all to do that. Most of the time when I'm giving y'all gifties, y'all know I like to do it in silence. I don't really need the big fanfare, but this is where I know I can catch some of y'all. Some of y'all, the only time I can catch y'all is when y'all are here. So I know y'all are busy people doing some beautiful things in this magical world. So I want to do that. And once again, the reminder that the Galactic Frequency Workshop, if you want to be a part of it, send an email and I will send you the details over. Today is the last day though, because we've already did one class in the Astro. Remember, it was supposed to be 3 weeks. I added an extra week, which I was so excited to do. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I see some more of you have already signed up for the workshop. Super excited to have you join me. We are going to have some big fun and we're really going to be getting into some magical things and doing some very, very powerful things. So yeah, so we're going to get ready to go to the phone lines. And in between, I'm definitely going to be shouting you guys out in the Blue Room. Because like I said, some of the more, let me say this nicely, some of the most incredible beings that exist in our galaxy is right here in Planet Remix. Yeah, right here, looking at you. So I want to invite you to come over to the Blue Room if you're listening in. I know what y'all saying. This lady talks a lot. That's what one new listener said. Woo, when is the lady going to get to the show? When's she going to get to the show? When's she going to do it? Well, we kind of take our time over here. We take our time, We take our time. We gave birth to places like TikTok. So, we can flex in all dimensions. This is just where we like to hang out. All right. So you can come on over and join us in the Blue Room. And if you want to find your way on over, all you have to do is come to YouTube. You're going to type in Blue, Blue, and then Raz, Ras, and then Berry, Berry. And then that is going to get you locked in. Now, once you come on in the Blue Room, you're going to see the Soul Family in the Blue Room, and they are sure to make you feel welcome and right at home. So we invite you to kick off your shoes, get you something to drink. You know, you might want to get you something to write with. Grab your little blankie. I got mine's. I got my soul magic blanket right here with me. But grab your little blankie, something to write with. Take a little notes, but have a lot of fun because we definitely enjoy doing that. You know, growing up on planet Earth doesn't have to be this daunting task as if someone has dipped you into hell. And if you are into hell, welcome to heaven. Because here you will catch those high vibes and those frequencies, and you'll be on a whole nother level before it's over. All right, so we're going to go to the phone lines because I want to talk to you all and see how you're feeling, see how you're doing, what you've been up to, and see what's really going on, right? See what's going on. So let's see. We're going to go to the phone lines. Let's see. What? Why I feel like I'm going to get on this phone line. Listen, let me get my mind right. I just, I don't know. I don't know sometimes. Let me see. Let me get myself together here. I'm getting a... Let me get myself together here. All right, so we're going to go to the phone line. Phone lines, just be ready once I call your number on the phone lines. Let's go to the caller calling in from area code 4017. 4017, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. Uh-oh. That's on me. I'm sorry. 4017?
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello, who's on the line,
Hi,
please?
Ms.Blue.
Hi, who's on the line?
This is Mel
Greetings, Mel. Where are you calling from?
from Rhode Island.
From Rhode Island. Oh, Rhode Island. Okay. Wait,
Yes.
is this Mel
Yes, from Mel.
from the book club?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. How you doing, Ms.Blue?
I'm really, really feeling good. Really feeling good. I got a lot of things accomplished this week and feeling really, really good. Yeah. How about
Oh,
yourself?
that's awesome. I'm feeling good too. I'm definitely been feeling very magical.
Good.
And
Good.
that's why I'm calling in because I have a little. I just need to get some things clear.
Okay.
So I have 2 questions, and I would like to know my spirit guide.
Do me a favor. Let's try to keep it to
Mm-hmm.
one question because there's a lot of people on the phone lines and I really want to try to get to as many people. So,
Okay.
yeah, see, this way, you know what I'm saying? You really gonna ask
Okay.
what you want to ask. Yeah.
All right. I guess I would like to know my spirit guides.
Okay.
I want to see on my team who's with me. Yeah.
Now, here's the question. I'm just going to help you out a little bit, right? You sure that's the question you want to ask?
Yeah.
I'm
I
just...
I had the other one was a really good question too because I've been seeing some stuff, some shapes, and I had questions about that, like geometry shapes, and I'm just very confused about why I'm seeing this. But I guess the spirit guides will probably lead me to that. That's why I'm just saying the spirit guide. Yeah.
I'm going to let you pick which question you want to
I
ask.
guess I'll go with the spirit guide.
Okay. All right. And so tell me, is there something you just want to know what your spirit guides, what do you want?
Yeah. I want to know at this moment, my energy at this moment, I guess, what spirit guide is with me you know, so I understand the energy that I'm feeling at this moment.
Mm, mm, mm. You want to know what? Say that question again one more time.
So I would like to know what spirit guide is walking with me at this moment, so I could understand a little more of the stuff that is coming into my life at this moment.
Let me tell you why this is so crazy to
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
Um, so the total number of spirit guides that you have with you is 19. You have 19 spirit guides that are with you.
Wow.
And of these 19 spirit guides that are with you, one of
Mhm.
your spirit guides that's stepping forward at this time used to work in a circus. And let me tell you why that's so crazy. Because I just looked in the blue room and seen a clown.
Mhm. Hmm.
So let me
That's.
tell, but let me tell you why this is amazing in itself. This is why I tell y'all, if
Mhm.
you can come in the blue room, come in the blue room.
Mhm.
Because listen, I'm just saying, come in the blue room. So this
Let
is
me see.
she used to work in a circus. And in the circus, she
Mhm.
was one of those tightrope walkers who used to do the tightrope and used to do some of the
Mhm.
aerobatics and everything. But, you know, the circus life wasn't something she really signed up for. Her family, she was born into the circus life. And so she traveled around the country. We would call it a circus life now, but she was really a part of the gypsy family, and they would travel around and they would do different acts and they would do, you know, all of these different things that was there. And, you know, she really took joy in seeing everything that was happening. You know, everything that was Yes, Lola Falana. Lola put that clown up. And it really speaks to what's happening in your life right now. And so, one of the things that she's
Mhm.
really here to encourage you to do is that you have to learn how to enjoy your life. This is what a lot of the
Hmm.
wonder and things that are happening. It's for you to learn how to enjoy your life, not sitting back waiting for things to happen for you to finally sort of set yourself free and learn how to live and
Mhm.
enjoy life. Which, by the way, I hope you don't mind because we need to play this because I didn't.
Mhm.
La 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 la, the remix. Hey, this is Baby Blue. And remember, if nothing else moves you, life will.
Yes. So I wanted to bring that up because we were talking about it earlier. So we really did cover it. But the main thing I want you to
Mhm.
know is that you have to step into sort of a childlike place and learn how to
Mhm.
enjoy life. Bring more
Mhm.
laughter, bring more of those things that bring you joy. You know, stay present
Mhm.
in the moment because this is what's happening.
Mhm.
A part of why I'm being taken to the circus is because right now there is so much going on in your life. And Spirit is showing me that. Your guides are showing me that, you know, and it almost feels like you're in a circus the way your life is
Mhm.
happening, you know, in different parts of your
Mhm.
life. So your spirit guides are here to help guide you through this process. And the more relaxed you can
Mhm.
become, the more that you fill
Mhm.
yourself with joy, the more that you allow yourself to enjoy life. And then I'm going to push you here, the more that you can face your reality, the more
Mhm.
clarity and understanding you will have. See, you're trying to
Mhm.
move forward and you feel like you're
Mhm.
waiting on that sign to help you move forward. And Spirit is telling you, you already got it. You've got to
Yeah.
face it and you've got to move forward. Really, your life
Mhm.
is depending on it. Move forward.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. I just want to share this before I go. When I was a little girl,
Mm-hmm.
I had an uncle that used to put me in his palm of his hand, so my two little feet will go on his hand, and I will balance on his hand.
Oh my
So it was
goodness,
kind
like
of
in the
funny how you
circus.
saying that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Well, there you
Yes.
go.
So
This
it's
is how
funny
you
that you said
know.
that.
This is how you know, Mel, you can't make these things up. I want you to feel
Yeah.
very empowered in who you are. And
Mhm.
because you were so
Mhm.
honest and because you were so genuine, right? Listen at
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
Because you were so genuine, I will answer your second question. Those sacred
Oh.
geometry shapes that you're seeing, this is you waking up. It's your consciousness telling you
Mhm.
that you are elevating your consciousness and you are waking up. So anything that you had a fear about, maybe some unknown things that you were afraid to face, you were afraid to move forward, you were afraid to call it what it is. Know that you are now ready to take the needed steps so you can move forward and live your best life. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you.
You're so
Thank you
welcome.
so
Thank
much.
you. I'm so glad you got to come on. And there you go.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you have your spirit
Thank you.
guide that is there with you and very much a kindred spirit because this is something as a little girl you would do. I would invite you to go online, go to YouTube, and look at Circus
Mhm.
Soleil from Las Vegas and watch them because this
Mm.
will be a meditation to really open up your higher frequencies and bring your genius out so that you can feel confident and know that you can trust yourself, know that you can be free from anything
Mhm.
that was holding you back, that you can learn from that
Mm.
mistake. Remember what I said earlier, you can take a mess and become the messenger. It's your chance. It's up to
Mhm.
you whether
Mhm.
you want to do it. So there you go. Peace and love.
Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, look how wonderful. Look how wonderful. Beautiful first call. Look at y'all. Look at y'all doing readings in the blue room. Lola Falana. I'm going to give her that. Because I sure did see the circus and she put up a clown. I love it. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 8729. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Greetings, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, can I say that again? Let's start this all over again. Who's on the line, please?
This is Laverne.
Hi, Laverne. How are you?
Hey, I'm awesome. Nervous as that right now.
Are you nervous? Is this your first time calling in?
This is my first time actually getting through because I would call and I didn't hear the part to press one.
Oh,
So I would just be holding the phone.
oh my goodness. You need sparkles. You need sparkles. You need some sparkles. So there you go. Well, welcome on in.
The whole
Welcome on.
time just waiting for me to call just to say my number, and then it's like I'm just sitting there just typing in the chat what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing, and everything. Yes, this is Miss Cheesecake.
Oh, this is Miss Cheesecake. Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 I love it. I love it. We'll talk about that. I know you called in. How can I assist you? How can I assist you?
My thing is, I've been on this spiritual journey since I was a baby, and it's like when
Oh,
you're a
wow.
baby and you get yourself as a baby, and you get this, you're gonna take on that body.
Mm.
And And then as you go on in life, I've been seeing so much from, it's like when I get to see these different scholars, you know, like Bobby Hemmett, Billy Carson, and I've listened to all these different preachers. It's like everything that they say, I already know. I'm like a person with, what they call it, ADD, ADHD. You hear and you see before it even happens. I have dreams, I have visions. I want to walk in the path that I need to be going. Because right about now, the tough love that I was giving because I was fighting to love people who didn't appreciate my love, now I'm tough loving myself. I'm fighting to love myself, and I want to be on my path, my journey, and do my business, do my entrepreneurship.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, wow. I love that. The first thing I want to tell you is know that you're always on
Please
your you said what now?
No,
No.
I was going to say, please don't tell me a relative is bad because I do have my altar in the front, and I be snapping on my.
No, 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 no. No, no, no. We gonna keep this about you. So the first thing I want to tell you is that you're definitely on your path. So I want to kind of give you some guidance here. Because even though you kind of said that, I can also feel a little bit of your frustration. And even know the things you're not saying. But I will say this: you are on your path, and I want you to trust that you're on your path. And you know, when you say you listen to a lot of these scholars and people who are spiritual teachers. By the way, shouts out to Brother Bobby Hemmett, who's one of my teachers. You know, he really has assisted me so much in my journey. And I am truly, truly forever grateful to have been the student.
Yeah.
And shouts out to Brother Carson. I don't know him personally, but I know he's doing incredible, amazing work in the world, like many others. The thing that I want to encourage you to do is you cannot compare yourself to anyone else's journey, because that can really, it can make you really miss the point. But I understand the context in what you're saying, but please don't compare your path to anyone else's, because the truth be told, you don't know exactly what they've been through, went through, came here for, work that they've put in to get where they are. And as a sister in this work, who has been doing this for 13 years, let me tell you, it's easier said than done. You understand what I'm saying? Never take anyone's gift for granted. Never do that, you know, because you don't want someone to take you for granted. Never take what they have done. I promise you, no one has gotten anything, and especially these two brothers, nothing was handed to them on a platter. They had to do the work. They had to be sometimes outcast, unapologetic about it, as a matter of fact about it, not care who's listening, who's not listening about it. How do I know? Because I'm walking in some of those same paths to some degree. But everyone's journey is different. Now, I hear you say that you've been conscious since you've been a baby, and how you know all of these things. So now this is the point where I talk to the genius. We're going to be one genius to another genius. I'm going to talk to you. Then why
I love you.
I love you too. Why haven't you done what you felt like you need to do? If you know it all, Let's just kind of take the damn covers. Let's just expose this right here. If you know it all, if you got it all figured out, then where's the challenge?
It's within me.
No. I can't let you stay there. See, if you was just a normal person, I could let you stay there. I can't let you stay there because you done told me that you know what these juggernauts are saying. You know what Brother Bobby and Brother Cart, you know everything they saying. You can't give me that answer. That's not
Okay.
That's not an answer. I want you to go a little deep.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Family. Being robbed and poisoned, and I'm not playing when I say poison. I mean like literally poison.
Yeah.
Abuse.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a toll, and that's why I said I went around them a lot because I love my family. This is my bloodline. But for them to do what they did to me, steal from me, try to get me locked up, children taken. I went through a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like now, I don't want to share this love that I'm giving to them. I'd rather love on me hard and then share that with other people who I know are at a level of acceptance.
Okay. You didn't answer the question, but I love what you shared.
Okay.
I really love what you shared.
Tried.
That's okay. No, because we gonna walk this through. We're really going to walk this through. So, like I said in the beginning, I know there was so much you wasn't sharing. And what I'm trying to tell you is you don't want to start because, see, if you're feeling like this, no judgment, that means you're truly ready. You understand? I understand how it comes across, and I'm Ms.Blue. I'm one of those chicks. I like to keep it real. I like to keep it sexy, but I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to let you fall, and I'm always going to sprinkle some love on it because that's what I do. But this is what I want to tell you. You don't want to do to people what they did to you. And let me tell you what I mean by that. See, they took you for granted. Isn't that what you said? They took you for granted. They used you, they abused you, and they took you for granted. And I don't want you to come down this trail and now start taking people who have paved the way so that you and I and others can do the work that we do, that you start taking them for granted by saying, oh, I know what they know. No, you don't. You don't know what they know. You don't know what I know. But here's the good thing.
Right.
I don't know what you know. That's good too. You understand? That's good too. Yeah. So it's not a bad thing. But you don't ever want to be doing to other people what was done to you. And that is taking their craft, taking their work, taking their love and their dedication for granted. And by you making that statement, you took everything you're trying to move into for granted. I don't want you to do that. It's too much at stake. Your soul is at stake. I say to you, why are you not doing what you say you're supposed to be doing? Because the truth is, you and I, genius to genius, know nothing is stopping you. Nothing. You ain't got nothing but air and opportunity. And here's the thing, as opposed to some of us, Brother Bobby Hemmett, I'm going to talk about who I know. When he came up, technology, the internet, all of this was not here. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't have this.
Yes, ma'am.
So you got this. Right now, if you picked up your phone, you can start broadcasting on multiple channels all across the world. People will have access to you.
I've been wanting to do that. I just don't know where to start. It's so
Oh,
much.
yes, you do. You know where to start. But could it possibly be, and I just want you to flirt with this for a minute, that you don't know how to start? Could that really be the answer? Could the answer be it's not that you
That
you
is
you don't want to do it? It's not that you don't know how to do it. You're scared that you're gonna fail because so much of your life has been fighting, 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 fighting that you don't know how to stop fighting. You don't know how to fighting. You don't know how to stop fighting. It doesn't matter who it is. I need to fight.
yeah.
And you've got to learn how to put down your weapons because the only person you're fighting right now is you. You're fighting yourself. And it's okay. See, when you're in a safe space, you can admit you don't know something. You understand? But I understand when you out here with the bottom feeders, you can't let the bottom feeders know you don't know something because that could be your life could be on the line when you say you don't know.
True.
So I'm not saying you got to stay with Planet Remix, but you've got to find a place where you can go. Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
No. I'm
we
saying you're
family.
welcome, but I'm letting you know that it's not required. We're going to love you if you come here one day out of the year. They're going to give you the same love as if you've been coming every day. But I want you to get real with yourself so that you can really start learning how to fall in love with you. And it doesn't matter what happened yesterday, what happened 10 years ago, what happened 20 years ago. And that genius, that little girl genius that's inside of you can finally have her say and say what she wants to say. But I want you to be able to do it. When you spitting them words, they need to come from a place of love. I'm not talking about who you're talking to. I'm talking about within yourself. One thing my mother taught me when I was young, you can say anything you want to anybody because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. But what she also told me, if it's not right from within, I don't care how you dress that shit up. It's going to come out stink and nasty. So make sure that you take this time because you already know that you're moving in that direction and you're calling what your soul is seeking you to do. You're eventually going to step out and do it. And you're taking time to really love you. Love yourself the way that you know that you deserve to be loved. Love yourself the way that you know you're supposed to be loved and what you will not accept anything less, not from the world, because this ain't a world job, what you will not accept less from you. And then you have to be honest enough to say what you know and what you don't know. Because if you know everything, you can't learn anything. There's nowhere for you to grow. You can't grow if you don't know. If you know everything and you've maxed your potential out of your understanding and your perspective, then there's nowhere to grow. You got to trust yourself. Trust where you are.
Yes.
Love yourself because you are worthy of love. I love you. I love you. And I do believe you were conscious since you were a baby. Anyone who went through what you went through, you had to be conscious or you wouldn't even be able to stand here and have a conversation with me. So I believe you. I believe you. But I want you to take your time in this process. Know where you're moving. Don't be shook. Don't be shaked. That's not what I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to change directions. I'm telling you to hold fast. But you want to do it in a way that, see, I get up. I don't have to look over my shoulder. I don't have to look behind my back to see who's trying to come behind me. Because anything that's coming up against me cannot stand. Because why? Because what I did because I did it out of love. That's the only thing that's real. That's the only thing that will stand the test of time. But if I had did it out of hate, out of anger, out of pain, oh, I'd be looking over my shoulder everywhere I turn. So that's what I want to give to you. And I'm not saying you're welcome. I'm not saying you got to pay homage. I'm not saying you got to kiss somebody behind, but one thing I feel culturally, and I'm going to speak to those who can relate to the African diaspora. So many of us have come from environments that shut us down so bad that it's so difficult for us to learn how to love each other. We're so busy trying to take somebody's spot, trying to cut somebody out, trying to say we know more than somebody else, hating on somebody, stealing from somebody, cheating with somebody. We're so busy doing that. And we don't have to live like that no more. It's okay. It's okay to say it's people out here that know more than you. It's okay to say that people have done. Be excited. I'm excited for everyone's journey. I'm excited for where you are. But I also want to tell you this so you can understand. Don't nobody owe you shit. Me either.
Thank you.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't owe my platform. I don't owe what I've worked. You don't owe that to nobody. Nobody don't just get to come in and say, I'm going to do what I want to do with you and what you built, what you've created. That's not how we got to live with each other. That's not going to get us anywhere. That's not going to get the world anywhere. We have to really understand that we are each other's keepers, whether we want to be or not. But what we won't do, I won't let you destroy myself or anyone else around me. And I need you to do the same for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I thank you.
I thank you. I love you. I want to give you some cosmic hugs and some oracle kisses. You get some oracle kisses.
I'm over here just hugging and loving. Thank you.
So I love you. So just hang in there. Give yourself a little bit of space and grace. And look, you got the welcome rendition, but don't come up in my house. Don't come in this temple talking about what you know that Bobby Hemmett know and some of these juggernaut. No. We're not doing that.
I'm coming with my own flame. Okay?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, well, I love you so much. And we didn't get a chance to talk about the cheesecake this time, but I need to holler at you about them.
I'm coming down.
Listen,
listen.
we got to figure out about that cheesecake. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. Peace and love to you. And please come back and let us know.
Thank you for allowing me to come on the platform. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You all have an awesome, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm going back into the YouTube thread in the blue room.
Oh, you going back?
I'm just going to get off.
You going to go back in the blue room?
I love being on there.
I know. Yeah. Isn't the blue room amazing? They are incredible. They really are. And they're waiting on you. So there you go. Peace and love. Hold the line.
Thank you.
Oh, how beautiful was that? How beautiful. We're going to go to the next caller. Calling in from area code, let me get it right, 3029. 3029, you're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from. (3029) Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, hello. Who's on the line, please?
Sully calling from Maryland.
Okay, greetings. What was your name again?
Sully.
Filet. Filet?
Uh-huh. No, Sully.
Sully.
Yeah,
Sully.
Sully.
Oh, greetings, Sully, calling in from Virginia. How are you? Is this your first time calling in?
It is my first time calling in.
Well, welcome. Welcome on in. How can I assist you?
I'm wondering if you can read my energy.
Energy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm silly. I'm sorry.
I'm really not sure what to ask. This is my first time calling in.
That's okay. You're doing fine. You're doing fine. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Mm, your energy actually looks really, really good. The only thing I would say, little bit of energy in your root chakra. So you're kind of, I would like that to be a little more juicier, a little more wider. You're certainly keeping yourself up at night thinking, doing a whole lot of thinking. You doing, I've been thinking. I've been thinking. Yeah, you're doing a lot of thinking. And a little bit of swirls going on in your solar plex, but a lot of that just has to be because we back outside. We kind of going through that whole little COVID thing, and now we back outside. So everybody's solar plexus kind of swirling, flipping, and doing dips and turns and all that good stuff. So what's going on?
I recently, my ex-husband passed
Mm-hmm.
and been divorced for 10 years.
Yes. Sorry to hear that.
It's like he keeps coming to me. Thank you. He keeps coming to me in dreams, and
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
Yeah, he's coming because and I can just say this. He's coming because he was a real jerk. And he really just wants to tell you how sorry he was for the way things went.
Wow.
He was a real jerk. He's just telling me, he says, "Oh God, I messed up bad. I was a real..." That's not the word he's using. That's the word I'm using.
Okay.
But
That's right.
yeah, he's using a very more colorful language, but he's saying he really just wanted, it was so many things that he needed to say that he didn't. And it's so many things he could have did that he didn't. He kind of just let, his pride get in the way. I even see that there was some addiction that was going on with him.
Oh.
Yeah. Addiction in the way of women and lifestyle and, not that kind of addiction and, just not wanting to grow up. But he's saying he's very, very sorry. He is holding up 2 fingers. Do you two have any children together?
2.
Oh, okay, that's the
girls.
2. Okay, because he's doing 2 fingers and he's holding his heart. And
Yeah.
that's what he's really doing. He really wants to say that he doesn't know how. So here's the deal. Because he hasn't left Earth plane. And I think he hasn't left the Earth plane because he's been nudging you to get this message so he can move on to what we call the life review. And he can go into the healing tank. By the way, I see another man with him. So I don't know if this is like a brother. Gosh.
Maybe his father.
Or father. Yeah, I could have said father. Did his father pass away? Well, his father must have been older when he passed away because he's coming through as a younger man. Yeah, okay. So this is his dad with him. They kind of looked alike. So I wasn't sure. So he's not really ready to move on. until he got this message to you. So please, whoever encouraged you to call in tonight, thank them and thank them, because this is how you got through, because he just wants to say, he's just shaking his head saying he's so sorry, he's so sorry, he's so sorry. And he promises he will be a better husband, better friend, but he said he knows he's the ex, and a better father from the other side. He's eternally grateful for the life you two had together. He just was too immature to take on the responsibilities he needed to take on. And he loves you. He says, please don't carry any guilt. Please don't carry, any of that. He doesn't want you, his biggest thing is he doesn't want you to question whether he really loved you. And he said that's something you often question a lot in the beginning. And he says he really did love you. He just didn't know what that was. Not for real. But that's why he's coming to you, because he just wants to tell you he's so sorry and that he loves you, and he's thankful, he's grateful, he's thankful for the time that you two spent together, your beautiful children. And he promises to step up in their life more now than before. And he said he wasn't going to move on until the message got to you. So, girl, you lucked up. You doing something right, because you got through and he's ready to talk.
Wow.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that's what it is. So yeah. And by the way, he can hear you when you're talking to him. So he hears you. He thinks you're beautiful, by the way. He really loves the way you look, because he says you look different than when you two were together.
Okay.
You must have did something different to your hair. You got your hair in a, what kind of stuff? You got locks or something? What's going on with your hair?
Actually, my youngest daughter is on the lock journey.
Oh, because he's mentioning the locks. So let her know that he is loving the hair. He's mentioning about locks in the hair. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I really pray and trust that brings your heart some peace. He's not in any more pain, and he wasn't in pain when he passed, he said. He wasn't. He wasn't in pain. And I even see there's some people are questioning about his passing. He's not questioning it at all.
Yeah. That's true, because we were questioning.
Yeah. He's not questioning it. He's not. But he is sending love to the whole family. I do see, now I don't want to put anybody on red alert, okay? I don't know when, but is somebody pregnant?
Not that I know of.
Okay. How old are your daughters, please?
They are 24 and 27.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, maybe he took me in the future. I don't know. He's holding a baby. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe he took me in the future, but I'm just putting it out there.
Okay.
I'm just putting it out there.
I'm open to that.
Okay. Well, he's just putting it out there. He just wants the family to know that he will be around. And he's doing this little thing with his hands in his head. I don't know what that means. Let me see. He's doing this little thing with his hands in his head. I don't know. Yeah. He's just one of them brothers that like looking at himself. So,
maybe because I'm doing my hair right now. I don't know.
Well, hey, you would know better than me, because he's doing this thing with his hand in his head. I'm like, what is I don't know what that is. So and this is how spirits come through. He is really letting you know that he can see you, and that our souls do truly live on. This is one of the best reasons I love to do this work. And so I'm sending you and the girls so much love because he said you guys will always be his girls. Always. Always. And he loves you all. He loves you all and very thankful. Let me ask you a question because his father is holding a uniform. Who did some sort of work that had to do with a uniform?
I mean, I wear a uniform
Do
for
you?
work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Are you in the military or something?
flight attendant.
You're what?
Flight attendant.
Oh, well, he's holding up your uniform, girl. Are you about to get a promotion? Because he holds.
I mean, I've been here 20 years, so
I don't know. Are you about to retire? Something?
no.
No. I don't know. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Usually, when they're holding a uniform, if it's not related to them, and you wear a uniform and it's related to you, it's usually in some sort of celebration, some sort of promotion, some sort of bonus, some sort of acknowledgement, something coming from work, something good coming. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I was going to say the Air Force. Oddly, you said that because I seen he put some more wings up there. So I don't know what that means in your world. But yeah.
Okay, I'll be on the lookout.
There you go. Well, I'm sending you so much love and thank you so much for calling in.
You.
All right. Peace and love. Hold the line.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that so beautiful how the ancestors and the spirits they just whip on in and come on through. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 7735. 7735. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Ms.Blue.
Hello, greetings. Who's on the line, please?
It's J. Brianna.
It's who?
J. Brianna.
J. Brianna. Greetings, J. Brianna. This your first time calling in?
No, I usually go by Artisan because I usually talk to you on Clubhouse.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, welcome on in. So glad to have you call in. How can I assist you?
I just want to say it's so crazy that you picked me because I was like, I'm going to be Ms.Blue fourth caller.
Mm.
Yep. And I was like, if she picked me, and she told me I need to buy that class, I guess I'm going to buy that class.
Well, I'm going to
get... is just saying it,
Listen, don't we love it when it does what it's supposed to do? Well, really, that's us listening and just being present. So I'm so excited for you, and you are more than welcome to join the class. But I'm going to be perfectly honest with you and everyone. And I say this all the time. I may not have said it lately, but I say it all the time. And I've been saying it ever since I've been aware enough to do this work. You could go your whole life and never have a reading. You never have to do any kind of work. That personally is up to you. Yeah. Yeah. Don't ever let no one make you feel like your life is over if you don't do this or that. Never do anything out of fear. That's not a good idea to do anything. We're far too divine and precious for that. And besides, I don't want anyone coming anywhere that they don't want to be. I want people with who's ready to be about that, to do the work, have some fun, learn some things, and just really be, excited about what they're doing. So anywho, I digress. What's good? What can I help you with?
Well, I don't know. I just wanted a general reading. We spoke in December, and you just suggested a lot of things that I needed to change in my life to just get back on my right path.
Mm-hmm.
And I made some changes, and I was just like, let me go, let me go talk to this
Okay,
blue.
I was just
So,
about to ask you, was it helpful what I told you? Did you do it? How did it work? It worked for you? You're feeling good? Your energy looks amazing. All of your energy centers look really good. I I would love for you. You know what I would love for you to do?
yeah.
I would love for you to either A, plant a rose bush. If you can't plant a rose bush, I would love for you to buy some roses. And let me tell you why.
I swear to God.
I'm listening.
It's so crazy you said that. Because I was just at Target, and I was like, I should buy some flowers.
Ooh,
And I was like,
you should have listened. This is your inner genius exposing itself. Exposing itself. And the reason I would love for you to plant a rose bush, because this would be a constant reminder of love. Roses, when you see roses, and especially when you see them around your house where you live, the place you're staying, this gives you stability. You know, the highest evolution of a plant is its flowers. And that rose is going to remind you that your love is forever growing. It has to be nurtured. It has to be cared for. It needs sun. It needs light. So even if you were to get a potted rose plant, so if where you live, you can't really do that, but you can get a potted rose plant and put it outside and take care of that rose and see it develop, see it grow, and it's going to give you patience. It's going to really show you your inner beauty, and really help you with so many different things in your life through your subconscious. It's a subconscious signal for you, like symbol. Yeah.
it's just crazy you said that. Like, so many fans.
Is
'cause
it
I was just going
crazy
through
or
my
is
email.
it crazy or is it just pure magic? And that's what we love about Planet Remix, right?
Right.
It's just pure
Right.
magic. You can't make this ish up. You can't make that up.
You can't. You can't make the truth up. You can't.
Yep, and it will
Yeah.
help you with trusting yourself. See? But your energy looks beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing, girl, baby girl. You are doing it. Everything looks beautiful. Really beautiful.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Aw.
Well, I'm excited because I was kind of worried that my energy, I knew it wasn't off, but like,
Then there you go.
sometimes,
There you go. Nothing else needs to be said. You already knew it wasn't off. So you know what you're going to do tomorrow. You're going to tiptoe to the tulips and go get those flowers that your higher self, the genius in you, already told you to go get. See, you got your confirmation.
Yep.
Isn't it beautiful? I love you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much, Ms. Blue.
You're so welcome. I'm going to give you some sparkles, some more sparkles. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Peace and love. Hold the line. Don't you love it when that happens? I love it. Confirmations are a powerful thing, and we really can use that, you know, as a way to learn how to trust ourselves even more. Learn how to trust ourselves even more. So beautiful. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 4059. 4059, you're live on Planet Remix.
Hello?
Yes, hello. Who's on the line, please?
This is Horace.
Greetings to you, Horace. Where are you calling from?
calling from Indiana.
Okay, greetings. You in Indiana, and how can I assist you? Is this your first time calling in?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, welcome,
Um,
welcome. Mm-hmm.
I lost my mother around December 2021. And
Sorry
I'm
to
a
hear
person
that.
that is, thank you. I'm a person that is spiritually connected.
Yeah.
And normally, if I lose a loved one, they come through to me and visit me right after their passing. But I feel like my mother passed under foul play. I'm just going to say that circumstances, and within a medical setting.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't come through to me, and I haven't heard from her since she passed, and that's bothered me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and so I was wondering why she did not come through to me or speak to me after her passing. My dad, we didn't even get along, and he came through the same day he passed. You know, in fact, an entire week of his
Yeah.
passing, he was there in my apartment. He didn't use my phone to call my mom. I'm like, but we didn't get along. But you're coming through to me. I can hear him like we're talking right now.
Yeah.
But my mom, I've not heard from her since the day she passed.
Yeah.
And which was, Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So tell me how.
I'm trying to.
I'm listening.
What did you say?
I was going to say, so tell me, Horace, what would you like for me to assist you with? You want me to bring your mother through for you?
Yes, and I just want to know the day.
You said what now?
And my mother, I just want to know that she's okay.
Okay.
My mother was a very spiritual person.
Oh, yes.
And helped a lot of people.
Yes, I agree. She surely was.
She ran a prayer line, and she and a prayer ministry, and she just prayed for people all day long.
Yeah.
And
I'm sending you.
I just want to know that she's okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's take a look and see if we can, if this is who is already here, showed up, is your mother. Let's see if this is her. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. So I want to make sure to see. I'm getting kind of I'm getting sort of some mixed signals, but I want to make sure, because you got quite a few people on the other side, but I really want to make sure that this is your mother. So let me ask you a question. I know you said that your mother would pray for people. And she was a very spiritual woman, which I agree. You got a lot of spiritual people on the other side. But let me ask you, what does the letter A or the letter N mean to you? Who name is A, starts with an A or an N? Who?
Oh my God. When my mother was in the hospital, her little sister had passed. And she kept saying her name all while we were at the hospital. She kept saying her sister's name over and over. The one that had passed, her name was Angie.
Okay, this is your mom.
And they have the same birthday.
This is your mother. So she told me you would know that because she took me back to the hospital. I paused for a second, Horace, because I knew that this wasn't her name, but she was telling me to tell you this and you would know. So, yes, your mother is
Yeah, she
here.
kept saying Angie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the reason she was calling for Angie is because she was there with her. She knew her sister was there with her
Okay.
and she could
Okay.
see. Because usually when souls are passing between worlds, they can see into both dimensions. And so your mother could. One of the reasons why your mother hasn't been able to, how can I say this, to really come through to you is because, and rightfully so, right, of the grief and the sorrow surrounding her passage. And so it takes a lot for spirits to be able to, what do you call it? Lower themselves, their frequencies, to be able to reach us in our state of being, whether we're in the astral realm or whether we're in the physical world. But here's the other thing. So your mother, honestly, I want to tell you this. Your mother has been having such a ball since she's been on the other side because she's got to see all of her friends. So many of her friends and family members had passed on. So she has been spending a lot of time with them. And not only that, your mother passed at a time, and I've talked about this before on the show. She passed at a time when the world was going through Rhode, and so many people were passing away, that what literally happened is my spirit guides took me into the spirit world and showed me, like, just imagine being at the airport. And we know how busy the airport is, and we know how packed the airport is, right? And they would put people, when you're waiting to get ready to go through TSA check, they had everyone in this holding space, and they were not letting souls sort of leave this earth dimension and go to the next dimension, which is the ancestor dimension. And then outside of that dimension is what we would call Earth's heaven. They were not letting souls transition to that, because if they opened up the floodgates with so many souls who were leaving the planet, who it was their turn to leave the planet at this time, it would have sent the entire planet into a state of darkness and depression because so many people were passing away. So what they did is they sort of just kind of held everybody in sort of this little holding space. And while they were in this holding space, they would slowly let people pass. But when I was able to visit a lot of the spirits who were there, the ancestors, they were watching TV, they were playing golf, they were chit-chatting with people, they were going to, sitting outside, having conversation. They were all just communicating with each other. And then this is the other thing. Your mother, being the holy, sanctified woman that she was. And I have so much love for your mother, but your mother was a very stubborn mother as well, too. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that your mom was very stubborn.
She was
she was a very stubborn woman.
She was a school teacher.
Oh, listen, you ain't got to tell me about it. She trying to school me right now. Make sure I say these words right. Yeah, your mom was a very stubborn woman. And so there was a part of her that didn't want to die. Listen at me. Even though we know nobody died. Mm-hmm.
There was foul play with some of these nurses and doctors with my mother. Her death was not an accident.
So,
and in fact, my mother told me, she said, I don't want to die. These people are trying to kill me. They did so many things wrong deliberately. And I had nurses come to me and tell me that these things
So
had been done to my mother
so
deliberately
listen
to try to kill her.
listen to what I want you to hear this, and hopefully you can hear this. I know that you are doing what you can do, but I want you to understand, because I'm going
Yeah.
to bring this mess. There's no way that I'm telling you that your mother is stubborn. There's no way that because I've never spoke to you, that I'm telling you that your mother was fighting because she didn't want to die. There's no way that I'm telling you these
Yeah.
same words that your mother told you herself. But I want you to
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
this. I know that no matter what you do on this end, I know you know how to do what you need to do. But I want you to understand
Yeah.
what your mother is now saying. She knew it was her time to go. Not consciously, her higher self. Listen at me. Not consciously, her higher self. But she didn't want to go.
Yeah. Well,
So
I saw it about 11 months before it happened. I saw my mother being murdered by these people. And I told her that I had a vision, and God showed me that she was going to be murdered by these people.
well,
And while she was in the hospital, I kept having these flashes showing her being abused by these people.
mm-hmm.
And I get to the hospital, and it's just like I saw in the vision.
So
They ripped her skin, did all kinds of horrible things to her.
So
Injuries that they said was accidents, but they weren't accidents.
Okay. So what have you done as a result of that?
I have tried to get lawyers. I got so much evidence and
No.
testimonials from people who were witnesses.
I get that, but what have you done as a result of that? Not what you tried to do,
It broke me down.
Because if you're saying, okay, so stay right there. Thank you for that. That's what I wanted to hear. This is what I want you to understand.
It broke me down.
This is what I want you to understand. And this is what your mother is saying. Hold everything you have. You did the right thing. And now it's time for you to move on. Not that this case is over, because it's not over, but this isn't the time to keep pushing forward. You will know when that opportunity comes back up. Listen at me closely. You're always free to do whatever you want. But this is what I want you to know, that your mother is now sharing with me. That she now knows it was her time to go. It was her stubbornness. And I know this is hard for all of us to perceive. It really is. We choose.
But when somebody is.
But just hear this. Just hear this. Hear me on this. We choose how we're going to leave. Listen at me. We choose, because there's only so many ways you can get out of your body. There's only so many ways. I'm not placing judgment anywhere. I will trust what you picked up, trust what you know. I'm not here to be the judgment, but I am here to share with you what Spirit is sharing with me and what your mother is sharing with me. And that is, from doing this work, we choose how we're going to leave. And very few people, we are not to the point in our consciousness where we can just get up and walk out of our bodies. Very few people are that aware that we leave that way. And so there's only so many ways to get the spirit out of the body. And so to answer your question, is your mother okay? Absolutely. Your mother is, she's at peace. She was struggling with a whole lot of issues prior to her passing, that she was so stubborn, she refused to go get taken care of. And some of the things she refused to do. But here's the beauty. She lived her life the way she wanted to. And we all get to do that. She absolutely gets to do that. The other thing is that, of course, you know your mother loved you and she loved the whole family, but she doesn't want you to waste another day sitting around not living your life worried about her because she is at peace. She is at peace. And so the reason she can't get to you is because when we're in such a state, and you have every right to be in, such grief and such pain and such turmoil, she can't reach you because you're too deep into this 3D dense reality. It's when your frequency is able to sort of be in a neutral place that she will be able to make that connection to you. But she's around you. She see everything that's going on. And by the way, she don't care what you do with any of the stuff, the house, the stuff in it, she don't care about none of that. All she cares about, because she's showing me you're one. I don't think you're the only child, but you and your mother had a very special connection. And she's showing me that you were like her one, her heart, her, her everything to her. And even though there were times even though there were times that you and her didn't get along, she never stopped loving you.
Wow.
And she knows you never stopped loving her. She's telling me very clear. She says, sometimes me and him did not see eye to eye, but she loves you. She loves you and she wants you to go on. She said, if I didn't teach my family nothing, I taught them what it looked like to be a person to fight to survive. And she says she needs you to move on with your life. That's your message.
Yeah, that sounds just like something she would say.
Yeah.
That sounds just like something she would say.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So that's why. But she hears you. She sees you. And again, she doesn't care nothing about none of that material stuff. She wants you. She said, tell him to stop.
That's also something she always said.
Yeah. She don't care nothing about none of that, she said. She said, and stop making excuses and get out there and live life. And she said, by the way, that secret you thought you was keeping from her, she knew all along, and she still loves you. You still her baby. She loves you. She loves you. She loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Tell her I love her too. She knows.
Oh yeah, she knows.
Went through hell for my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now it's time to go to heaven for your mom.
Well, thanks.
So there you go. I wish you so much love, and I'm gonna give you some sparkles. And your mama says she wants sparkles too. I'm gonna send her some sparkles. And you both have some beautiful, beautiful sparkles. Interesting enough, I hear a song playing that my aunt used to, my aunt Clara was the one who introduced me. It's a song by a group called the Singing Disciples, and it's called Walk Around Heaven All Day. And your mother is, she's kind of humming that tune there. That's interesting. I heard that. All right. Well, thank you, Horace, so much for calling in. So peace and love. Yeah. Thanks for calling in. Oh, how cool was that? Oh, yeah. I like his mama. She is straight. She's straight to the point. She gonna let you know what it is. I'm gonna go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 7576. 7576. You're live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hello, Ms.Blue. This is Brian, the fairy godbrother, calling from Virginia.
Hey, Brian, fairy godbrother. Gotta ring the bell for Brian. Once self-invested, always self-invested. What's going on, Brian? How are you?
I am I am well, and of course, one little energy reading, see what my ancestors, spirit guides have for me, so I can love myself deeper.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh wow.
Yes, sparkle.
Oh wow. Mm-hmm. My goodness. Okay. Okay.
Get into it.
Yeah, I know, right? Get into it, yeah. Your energy looks
Oh
amazing.
yeah.
It looks good.
Oh.
Looks good. No leaks, no rips, no tears, none of that. It looks good. It looks
Okay.
good. I even see a shadow. And let me tell you something about that, Brian. I see shadows. I don't see them too often, but when I see an aura and I see you and then I see a shadow, because what the shadow allows me to do is to see your back, the back of your chakras, because you got front chakras and back chakras, which we don't talk about a lot, but they there. I talk about them. And your back chakras look real extended. And so I can see how far they're going out, and they're going out really, really far, which tells me that you're learning something new. You're in the process right now of something pretty big that you're working on, that you're learning, that you're working towards. Tells me you got a goal that you got set for yourself. Let me see what else I can see. I could see that love is in the air somewhere.
Oh, somewhere. Right with me.
No. It's in the air, meaning you're open to it. You're very open
Oh yeah.
to love being in the air. That's a good thing, because most people who say they want a relationship, they're not open to it. So it's very hard for that energy to come to them. So that is open. I see that you've been doing a lot of work on yourself. You've been upgrading your self-talk. So you've been talking to yourself,
Yes.
which I love. You know how I feel about talking to yourself. I love it. So you've been loving yourself and loving yourself some more. Even see you done jazzed up your little, not little. I don't never want to say that. You done jazzed up
Oh, you got it.
your presentation of how you're presenting yourself. And, I love it. I'm here for it all. Looks good on you.
Yes, thank you. I had a little migraine earlier. Just like,
Those are,
and I just listened to the calls, and they were so beautiful.
yeah, it's ascension symptoms that you're getting. Just make sure you keep listening to your intuition. Sometimes we need that little, we need a nudge. We need a nudge. You know what I mean? We need a little, Don't forget to listen to your intuition. And you've been doing that. So no worries on that. Make sure you drink some water.
Okay.
Yeah, because your guides just came in and said the headache was, he wasn't drinking enough water. You need some water. Drink some water.
I'm doing coconut water, ginger
Well,
water.
listen,
mango,
and I think
seed water.
all of those waters are good, but sometimes keep it pure, keep it simple, keep it good. Make sure you're charging your water up, and just clear it. Put some high vibes in it. Drink you some good water. Yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Just drink.
RO.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thanks for calling in. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
It's so good to hear from you. So peace and love.
Yes.
That's Brian, the fairy god brother, y'all. You better get into it. There you go. Peace and love, Brian. Thanks for calling in. Oh, that was so good. So good. I am loving you guys tonight. And the vibes are so high. Let's go to 3214. Ooh, that's a ring. 3214. Who's on the line, please?
Hello, this is Minga.
Who's calling?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Minga Lee?
Can you take us off of speaker?
Yeah, I'm on my headphones. Hold on.
Okay.
That better?
That's better. Who's on the line, please?
Yes, this is Minga from Florida.
Minga, Are you saying Minga or Ninga?
Minga.
Spell it for me.
Like sing, Minga.
Minga. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta check my hearing. How are you? Thanks. Is this your first time calling in?
Good. It's my first time calling in, but you actually did a reading for me back in like 2009 or 2010.
I did?
Right after.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope it was good for you.
Yes, it was good. I was going through. I had just had a stillbirth and I was having a lot of issues, so it was good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad it was helpful for you. Yeah. How can I help?
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm caller number 7, and I was sitting here saying, just like the other caller, I said I'm going to be caller number 7.
Yes, I love it. I love you guys knowing your magic. You know your magic.
Yes, I was born on 3/7/77. So I have a lot of 7s. I see 7s all the time. But yeah, I'm calling because I've been, going through a lot of changes this year. Feel like things are going well, but back in like 2015, I had this issue where just one of my legs just swole up for no reason, and it goes up and down and up and down. And been to a lot of doctors. Nobody really knows what it is. They say it's not lymphedema. I've been to all kinds of specialists.
Yeah.
And now I'm traveling a lot, and it started to go off in the detector in the airport. So it's really weird. I'm just wondering if I can get a body scan and you can kind of tell me what it is.
Let's take a look. Is it your left leg, please?
It's my right leg.
It's your right leg. And no swelling in the left.
No, when it first happened, both of my legs swelled. I went to one of the doctors told me that I have venous insufficiency, and they told me my left leg was worse than my right leg.
Hold on. Slow down a little bit for me. They told you you had what now?
Venous insufficiency, which says I have like blockage in my veins.
Yeah. Let's take a look, though. Let's take a look. Okay, so here's a couple of things I want you to take a look at. It's a problem with the lymphatic system in your body. You just have a very I don't want to say, strange way that you run your energy in your body. And one of the things I want to encourage you to do is you're going to have to stop doing so much thinking. Because you spend a lot of time in your head. And that's a whole nother story. But this is what this is coming from. Let's look at the energetics of all of this. You spent a large part of your life of not feeling like you were good enough. Is that true? Can you relate to that?
I guess. So, my sister was gifted, and people used to always ask me, are you as smart as your sister?
Yeah.
Are you,
Yeah. So I only ask you these questions so I can give you a solution, right? Some things you can work on. By the way, I don't feel what's going on is serious at this point, but it is something we need to kind of get you to shift your energy in a different direction. So that's why I asked this. And so the other thing is another issue that you had, and this stems from a lot of childhood things, early relationship things, is also feeling like you're not clean enough, if that makes sense. And certain things made you feel, certain thoughts even made you feel as if you were dirty, something, it was evil to or wrong to think a certain way, be a certain way, or feel a certain way about how you felt about yourself, your body, and just life. And a lot of this has a lot to do with fears of the future. So you spent a lot of your life not knowing what tomorrow was going to bring, what was going to happen tomorrow, these kind of changes. And interesting enough, I know you said right now you're working or doing a job that requires you to travel a lot because one of your fears is literally not wanting to move forward. And so actually, I think this job is good for you because it forces you to move. Yeah. So, did you say your job has you moving?
Well, yeah, it's possible. I travel a lot with my job, but I'm probably gonna get a promotion that will make me move to Alabama. So yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to do that or not.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I've moved a lot. I mean, I've moved about 8 or 9 times in the last 20 years. So
yeah.
it's
but
good.
But hold on a second.
Yeah.
You moved because you had to. It's a difference between wanting to move and having to move.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling you this because really you're in a good position because a lot of things that you feared, you've had to face. I just want you to really start getting excited about your life, getting excited about change, knowing that you can, because so much of your life you've been told that you were limited, that you can't do this because you're this, and you can't be like this, like you said with your sister. And I want you to feel like you really are limitless. And any limitation that you feel you may have, you can rise above that. And the way that you rise above that is with love. It's really about you learning how to love yourself more. This is where it's going to bring in that healing for you. Is that instant healing is for loving yourself and trusting your intuition and know that you are being divinely guided. That you can trust that you're being divinely guided. But I really want you to speak love and light to your legs. I really want you to do that. And whenever possible, find a good massage therapist and get you really should have it every 2 weeks, but at least once a month to get you a massage, get full body massage, and you want to get a lymphatic flush massage. Someone that can go in there and move. This is stagnant energy from when you were told you're not good enough. You can't do that because you're not smart enough, or holding thoughts in your mind about your body, about your sexuality, how you express yourself as a woman, feeling comfortable with who you are, and having someone else tell you what you can and cannot do. This is all this stagnant energy just trying its best to just get out of your body, to free itself to move. So I want you to be getting massages. I want you to find something that relaxes you. I want you to focus on loving you. What does that mean to fully accept yourself, love yourself, and just be grounded in your body and feel good about who you are? So, one of the classes I will have coming up very soon is called Beauty Magic, because we have to learn how to find the beauty within ourselves. That's just as important as how we feel about ourselves. It's really to understand the beauty of who we are and how to be able to connect with that beauty that resides inside of us. But that's what I see. I want you to do that because when you get up in the morning, after you wake up in the morning, the first 90 minutes of your day, within that 90 minutes, you need to be moving your body. I don't care if you just walk around or walk outside or walk around your place where you stay. You've got to get moving because this is the lymphatic system in the body and it wants to flush these things out. So gently do this. Do this in a loving way. Some distilled water with maybe about 6 or 7 lemons and squeeze that. Make it room temperature, first thing you drink in the morning, so that the body knows that you are bringing in that lemon, that sunshine. You're bringing in that water and you're gently flushing away all of those things of who you used to be. So you're just becoming a new you. You're growing into the person you know that you were born to be. And that's what's happening. And your body is responding to you. Your body is constantly responding to you. And it needs you to give it an answer. So I want you to just take your hands, gently rub them together, and then take them on your legs and rub them on your legs, because our right foot is generally how we move forward. It's the first step that we take. And I want you to, as you're rubbing your leg, to tell your legs how you are so grateful. You are so thankful for your legs, and it helps you to move forward in your life. And you know that you're moving forward. You know that you're working towards your dreams, your goals, and building the life that you desire. And do that anytime that you think about it with your legs, to really give your cells, your body, the encouragement that it's safe to move forward, because that's what the answer is. There's a part of you that don't feel safe to move forward. Yeah. So that's what I got.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Hold the line. Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 3036. 3036, you are live on Planet Remix. Please tell us who you are and where you're calling from.
Hi, Ms.Blue. This is Renee from Dallas.
Okay, greetings. I can't hear you. Who's calling in from Dallas?
Renee.
Who?
Renee.
Renee.
Renee. Renee.
Oh, Renee. Okay, Renee. I don't know why you guys are coming in a little muffled on my end. I'm sure it's on my end, so I apologize. Is this your first time calling in?
No, ma'am. This is my second.
Okay, all right. And the first time you called in, hopefully it was helpful for you?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out why I keep moving. Okay, unlike the other caller.
I was gonna say, I'm not like she moving and you want to know why you keep moving. Okay. Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm running from something, but I don't know what it is. And like, I have children and grandchildren,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go home to be with them, but at the same time, I don't.
Okay. Thank
And
you
I
for
can't
being
figure that out.
Thank you for being honest. A big part of it is because when it was time for you to sort of be free, kind of live your life, you really couldn't do it, or you felt like you couldn't do it. And so now it's kind of like nobody can tell me what to do. I get to move, I get to go. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because no matter where you go, you can take time and go visit your grandchildren, go visit your children and be with them as well too.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because you're just, you are a grandmother, but you're still a kid at heart because so much of your childhood was, I don't want to say robbed from you, but some of it was robbed from you. And a lot of it you were very unaware of. And so now you're coming into who you are and you want to explore, you want to go see things, you want to do things, and you love the uncertainty of going to somewhere where people don't know you because it gives you an opportunity to change who you were. Because for so much of your life, you were a person you didn't like, but now you love who you are and you're loving who you're becoming.
Ms.Blue.
I'm sorry. Isn't that why you called in? I thought y'all wanted to hear the truth. You know how they say, don't tell them you can't handle the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful, but just embrace it with your honesty. This is not time. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for being the best version you are. You are a better mother, a better grandmother, a better friend, a better sister, a better daughter when you are feeling your best. You don't need to apologize for that. Yeah.
You are always spot on. I listen to you all the time, and I get mad when I miss your lives because every caller that you talk to, I take away from.
Beautiful.
Every last one.
Beautiful.
You are so spot on. You are so awesome, and I love you.
I love you
so
too.
very much, Ms. Blue.
Yeah. So have fun.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do not feel guilty. You can FaceTime. Like, it's so many ways you can stay connected. It doesn't mean you don't love your family, but you truly need this time. You truly need this opportunity because it's giving you so much of your self-confidence and your self-worth to let you know that you can do anything that you put your mind to. And you didn't always believe that that was possible for you. Yeah.
Man. Spot on.
So there you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
I love it. I love you so much.
you.
And hopefully the sister that was just on, she can take a note from you because she needs to learn how to really just get into the flow of moving on purpose.
Yes. Oh, on purpose.
Yes. So there you go. Peace and love to you.
All righty.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too. I'm going to give you
Bye-bye.
some more sparkles. There you go.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, how magical was that? Let's go to the next caller calling in from area code 4803. 4803. Who's on the line, please?
Hello, how you doing? My name is Robert.
What's your name?
Robert.
Greetings to you, Robert. Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Florida.
Okay, greetings, Robert, from Florida. Is this your first time calling in?
Yep, it's my first time getting through. But I've been listening to you for a long time, though.
Hmm. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How can I assist?
Very awesome. I just want to give you your flowers while I can.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just calling in to see, if you have anything to tell me or, you know.
Yeah, let me give you some sparkles, Robert. I feel like you need some extra sparkles. Let me give you some sparkles. Let me give you some sparkles. I'll give you some sparkles. You don't have to be nervous. Well, I don't know. Maybe you should, but maybe not. Let's see. Is there anything in particular you want me to take a look out for you?
No, I'm just going on a new adventure, like trying to start a new business and everything, but nothing in particular. Just, trying to see what's going on.
I want to ask you a question. It's going to seem a little crazy. Well, not really. But I want to ask you a question. And it's up to you. You don't have to answer the question. But if you answer the question, we can talk about it. Did you know someone who was recently murdered?
No. Well, not murdered, but my kid's mother passed away. I mean, like, from cancer, but that wasn't recently. But no, I don't know anybody that was recently murdered. Not offhand, like I could think of.
No, this not your baby mama. Even though she's around you, but this isn't her. So has anyone tried to murder you?
Yeah, well, I had got stuck up once, and I pretty much thought I was going I like the gun was pointed at me and everything, and I thought he was going to shoot, but he didn't.
Okay.
He didn't shoot.
How long ago was this? About 4 or 5 years ago? How long?
No, this was like probably like 2 years ago. Like
so
it was probably like 2 years ago.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't too long ago.
Okay. So maybe I was too far into the future. Okay. The reason I want to tell you this, do you know the person who did this?
No.
Okay. Well, the person who did this is on the other side, and he just wants to come through and bring you a message. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
I know you wasn't expecting this. Neither was I. I don't know if I had this happen on the remix before, but I just kept seeing the murder. And at first I was going to ask you, did you try to murder somebody? It wasn't you. Even though you've been pretty mad at people before, but I don't think you was really trying to kill him. But then I, and no, we don't promote violence here before. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. But I knew that somewhere, something around a murder had something to do with you. So here's the deal. So he wanted to just say he was sorry. And for some reason, he remembered you. And I want to say it might have been because of the clothes. He's making reference to something you had on. The clothes, I don't know if you were coming from work, if you had something on that sort of identified you in some kind of way, or what you did. Tell me a little bit about that day.
No, I had got set up. Like, this girl, she had tried to tell me that she was going to meet somebody for a cell phone, and that was the case.
So that's
the guy. I knew.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening.
Not like I kind of knew everything. Like I ain't even gonna. I'm like you said. You were supposed to go violence or whatever. But if I would have had something on me, I would have been able to. Like I would have knew he would have been. I would have got him first before he would able to get me because I already like had it playing in my head a little bit.
Yeah.
But I had just woke up. Like the way it went, it was like I had took a nap and then I woke up and she was like, "Come go with me." And so I went with her. But then, like as I was playing everything out of my mind, it was going. Everything was moving too fast for me to like comprehend everything while I was trying to put the play together. Like
yes.
So by the time she take me to this subdivision and she like pull in, she asking me like where to park, and I'm like, hold on, you supposed to be needing somebody to get a cell phone, so you should already know where the girl meeting you at, such and such. So when I said just park over here by the exit, because if it was somebody to try to stick me up, then you could just drive off. That's what I was thinking. So I had to pull by the exit, like try to face the exit and everything. But then she turned the car off. That's when, as soon as that happened, I was out. Like something clicked. Like I already knew. It was like, damn, turn the car off. By that time, I seen his car like back in, hit the curb, and once I seen his tire like bump the cement block just too hard, I just knew it. By the time I looked up, he was already at the car with the gun. I grabbed her and tried to pull her in front of me to like block the gun. I jumped in the back. He hit me in the head with the gun. I didn't go out. And he just kept asking for the money. I came up out the car, and then he just had me, gun, like he had the gun pointed at me, and he didn't shoot, so I just took off.
Yeah. So, wow. What a way. What a way. Yeah. So he wanted to come through, and thank you for, giving that explanation, but he wanted to come through to say that he was kind of hard on his luck. But he's still making reference to what made him not shoot you was something you had on. I'm not very clear, so I don't want to mistake. I don't know if it's a necklace, if he's seen a tattoo, if it was a clothing, if it was your jacket, if it was something you had on. But anywho, I'm gonna move past that because I think I'm getting stuck. I'm getting caught up in just the story because I want to hear what he has to say. But he's telling you that he was where you were. So I want you to think about what you have going on right now. He said he was in sort of some of the situations you were in, and he was down on his luck. And he finally just got to the point where he just didn't care anymore. He didn't care about anything. And he was willing to do anything just to get money, just to stop trying to do the right thing, stop trying to be the good guy, stop trying to, play by the rules, stop trying to do things the right way. And he's coming through because he see that, there's been some disappointing things that have come your way, but he wants to tell you he's sorry. And he's very glad that he didn't pull the trigger that day. And he is here now to sort of, kind of be of help to other brothers who may be going through some of the same situations that he went through, as well. But to tell you to keep your head up, and the best you can, try to get out of those situations, away from those environments and away from those people. So I don't know if there's something you're supposed to be going to this weekend, but he's saying not to go. Don't go. So you're always free to do what you want to do, but if there is some place, some public event, something you're supposed to go to this weekend or you've been invited to, he's saying don't go.
Yeah, no, I've been trying to stay to myself anyway, so I ain't really even going nowhere.
Yeah. Well, if something comes up, don't go. And listen, if it's your time to go, you could stay at home and still go. It's not even really for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You understand, but if it's not even for that reason, but it's to let you know that you need to really buckle down, start getting some goals in place and putting things in order. I see some suitcases by the door, which tells me that you are wanting to move, or either you just moved, but you are planning on moving or making some changes. Is this correct?
Yeah, I just built like a tiny home, like RV type deal, and that's how I ended up in Florida. I just moved to Florida, and
Okay.
my family.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations.
well,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. And so, wow. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but Spirit does what it's going to do. So I think you the first, Robert, that somebody's attempted murderer came through to say that they're that they're sorry, but he wanted to acknowledge. And also, another reason he wanted to come through is because he wanted you to know that you're not crazy. You definitely have a high sense of intuition and a good sense of clairvoyance, which you took us through that whole story about how you've seen that things are happening. But I think things are going to be pretty big for you. And I would never say this on the show, Robert, because I'm just not that kind of girl. That's not how I work my magic. But I'm going to say it to you because Spirit is telling me. While you're there, I'm not telling you to become a gambler, but I need you to step out on faith, and maybe you ought to pull a lottery ticket.
Mm.
You really got some beautiful luck on your side. So if there's some things that you want to go after, some things that you want to do, sit down, use this weekend as a beautiful time to write down some goals for yourself and your family. And yeah, you're going to be able to achieve all of those things for yourself. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Appreciate you, boo.
You're so welcome, Robert. This is one for the records, Robert. I never had nobody, wannabe gangster murderer come through and say, when I first got it, at first I was like, I'm not saying that. Spirit's like, yes, you are. I'm like, no, I'm not.
I'm glad you obey the spirit.
I know, because I really wasn't. I'm like, nah, not tonight. So you just never know. And I share that with all of you guys so you can understand that when you really hear the divine speaking to you, it's not about your mind. See, my mind is telling me don't say it. You understand? But I listened to Spirit. Yeah, I listened to Spirit and I said it. And look, you got confirmation. I'm sure that was something that lingered over you for a long time. Yeah.
I miss hearing Brother Balah voice too. I love that brother too.
Yes, I'm sure you will still hear. You will still hear, and know that we're all still here. So, we all have to continue to grow and to learn and to keep it moving. Keep it moving and trust the process of where we are. Just trust the process of where we are, because everything is still very much connected and, still filled with love. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, Robert. I got some sparkles for you and the babies over there. Yeah, you got a whole lot of sparkles. I'm definitely gonna have to archive this one and remember this. This is one. I think this is my first. It's not my first murderer I talked to because I've talked to plenty of them, spirit world and out the spirit world. That's a whole nother other. But very first time one came through, and a couple of questions have come up. I'll answer them real quick. before you go. Someone said, so is that his spirit guide? No, he's not his spirit guide, but he's an ancestor who just wanted to come through with confirmation. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad that I could be that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Beautiful night. I appreciate you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Sending you so much love. Anything else? Anything else? Are you good? You Gucci? You good?
I mean, you got some more. I mean, I'm willing to listen. Like, I can give you my
Look,
birthday,
I don't know if
crazy.
I want to dig a little deep on you, because that one, that's one to grow on right there.
Yeah.
It just means that you are destined.
I got my Custodians reading before, so like I know, like you know what I mean. I know that, I know my Custodians reading. So.
Well, beautiful, beautiful. So just know that you are definitely destined for greatness, and I know you know that. So, yeah, we're just sending you so much love. So peace and love. Thanks for coming on. And I love a tiny home. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. I love a tiny home. That's so cute. Oh, I love it. Well, there you go. So peace and love. Hold the line.
All right. Thank you.
Isn't that so cool? Look at this. Wow. We international in these cosmic streets. We just turning it all around. We got the criminals coming clean. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next caller. Calling in from area code 3414. I promise y'all I wasn't going to say that. I was like going back and forth. Nope, I'm not saying that. Hey, he confirmed it. Let's go to 3414. Who's on the line, please? Going well. Hello?
Hi, Ms.Blue.
Hi, greetings. Who's on the line?
Hi, this is Chanel from California. How are you?
Ooh, I am good. I love the name Chanel.
Thank you.
Coco is my girl. Coco Chanel. Yeah.
So thank you for taking my call, Ms. Blue.
You're so
This is not my first time calling.
Okay.
This is like my third time, I think, in a couple of years.
Okay, beautiful. Hopefully it's been helpful for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, good.
So, Ms. Blue, what I needed help with was I wanted like a basic energy read to see if maybe any ancestors or what spirits are around me. I've had some concerns and questions about my spiritual path and development, as well as maybe some other immediate things related to health and, romance. But, whatever you pick up on for me.
Well, I'm going to let you, Chanel, pick what you want me to take a look at. You tell me what.
Your whole list.
Yeah, okay. She ran it down. Let me break it down for you. Step 1, Miss Blue. Step 2, step 3, step 4. Yeah.
No. So maybe just like maybe the spiritual aspect of it. As far as my path and my growth and development.
So here's what I want you to know. As far as your path, your growth, and your development, I'm going to say on point. No questions. You don't have questions about your path. You don't have questions about your growth. You don't have questions about your development. I think the question really comes is, who else are you looking at to compare yourself? And I want you to stop doing that because it's, it can cause confusion. Because your path, you've known your path for a long time. And, with anything comes an opportunity meets whether or not that's what we want to do. For you, you want it a certain way. And I get it because I'm that same way. If it's not lining up the way I want, I don't see it as something to do. And then here's the other thing. You just got to put that work in. And I know what you're going to tell me. Ms. Blue, I've been putting the work in. Yeah, you've been putting the work in for the level that you're at. But now you got to put the work in for the level you want to go to. And it's up to you. You just have to say yes, and you still haven't said yes to it. That, yes, I'm willing to do that, because with that comes some other things, and you already know what that is. That is, you got to walk the walk and talk the talk. Now, I'm going to digress here for just a moment, because I want to clarify something when it comes to this particular thing. And that is, number one, you don't have to be perfect to help somebody else. Because truth is, you've helped people out of a situation that you can't figure out to help yourself. And part of that is design, I will tell you. Because the other thing is, you have to be about what you say you are about. Because you can't want to help and be of service to other people, but you don't want nobody helping you. Wow. And as much time and attention and money as you want them and feel that your services is value, you have to value other people's too. And I know you know that on some level. But I want to be that reminder to you. You can't be about what you say. You can't be against what you say you're about. As far as your health is fine. You have to stop obsessing over it. I'm going to say that again. You have to stop obsessing over it.
Okay.
You have to stop obsessing over it. And I'll tell you what I mean by that is thinking that you're doing something wrong because certain things are happening to you. And the truth is, none of us are untouchable. You understand? We are spiritual beings in this physical body. And I know you know that. And so we are not untouchable. And what I want you to push yourself to do is to get outside of the box. And I want you to sit with yourself. And I want you to use all of your magical tools, because I see them all around you. And I want you to ask yourself, what do I need to do to let this go? See, you think it's you need to heal it. You don't need to heal it. You need to let it go. And that means you have to get to the root of where did it come from. You got it?
Yeah.
See, this is one oracle talking to another. I know y'all like, Ms. Blue, what you really saying? She know what I'm saying.
Yep.
She know exactly what I'm saying. This is oracle talk right here. So that's it.
Thank you.
That's it. That's it. Just get to the root of it. This is not a 5-year, 6-year drawn out process. Do not make your pain, do not make your pain, do not make what you call your sickness, do not make that your advertising board. You don't need to self-sacrifice to help other people.
Right.
You're too magical and too powerful for that. You don't need that. Let that shit go. Get to the root of it. I would tell you what it is, but I think it's amazing homework for you. Because when you get to the root of that, like that, it's going to be over. It's going to be over. Yeah. Don't drag this on. Don't make it your story. Don't carry it with you like a badge of honor. None of that. All right?
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Blue. Warm hugs.
Oh, yes. Warm hugs and love to you as well. And peace and love. Thanks for calling in.
Peace.
All right. How beautiful was that? Look at us. Look at us. It's about 11:11 almost. And we're almost done. We're almost done. we are almost done. We are almost done. We're almost done. And what a beautiful session that we had here tonight, exposing the genius. And look at us, look at you, and look at you. We actually had a cosmic blast. We had quite a few cosmic blasts. I would like to say everyone who called in tonight was a cosmic blast that came on. Every single person. I just want to send you all so much love. And I want to send you so much light. I definitely would love to hear in the comments after the show. I really want us to kind of start blasting these comments up after the show. I love the hearts. I love the sparkles. I love all of that. But I want y'all to give me some real genius. I want some genius insight to be hitting us in the comment section after the show. And if you're listening, pass the show on to a friend. This is the way that we give back. You guys are always looking for ways, and y'all take really good care of me, I must say. Y'all send me so much love, and I'm forever and still eternally grateful. But if you really want to be grateful, hit them likes. Subscribe to the channel, pass it on so we can keep getting the message out. The more people that we get connected to Planet Remix, the more that we really, really can build our soul tribe, our group. And you know what it was like. I know what it was like when I was looking for some sort of direction, something that I could trust, somewhere where I could be myself and I could connect with other like-minded beings. I would have given anything for Planet Remix. And that's one of the ways you do it. Passing the show on as well, and definitely making sure that if you know someone's going through something, let them listen to the show. If they, really seem like they're open to, really hearing and really, just getting a word, and then making sure you subscribe to the show and coming back and leaving a high vibrational a comment, something that really expresses the genius that lives inside of each and every single one of you. So, on that note, that's going to be it for tonight. Definitely we'll see you all in these cosmic streets out here. We will definitely be able to get back together and continue to do what we do. I want you all to have an amazing week. Don't forget to join the text line so you can find out about upcoming events and things that's going to be going on Planet Remix. I want to let you know that tonight is going to be the last night that you can actually sign up for the Galactic Frequency course, and it's going to be 4 weeks. 4 weeks. We've already done one, but don't worry if you sign up. That was in the astro realm. You'll get that. As soon as you signed up, just check your email that you sign up with, and that's going to get right out to you. And then next week, Tuesday, we're going to be diving in deep, and you're going to learn how to raise your frequency. Not just raise your frequency. You're going to raise it to a galactic level. You're going to be tapping into some interstellar realms, and you're going to be able to use that energy in your life for elevation, for awareness, for prosperity, for abundance and manifestation, and all of that good, juicy stuff. All of those things to help you become the very best version of you. And don't worry. If you're not able to attend, we're going to have more things coming. The Astro class in Self-Invested is going to be doing readings. You'll hear more about that. That's going to be coming down the pipe. And then coming up next, coming soon, is Beauty Magic. And you don't want to miss that. That's going to be coming up. But I'm going to see how we're going to do that. We got the book club. We got so much that's going on, but we're going to take our time and we're going to do this work. And we are going to keep exposing the genius that lives inside of each and every single one of us. I love you all, Soul Family. Let's give a big shout out to all of the moderators in the building. Lola Balana. We're going to give a big shout out to Lance and to the brother Dante. Thank you all for being who you are. I love you so much. Peace and love, Soul Family. Peace and love.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.